Hi everybody, it's Doctor Ahmad here from the Doctor Ahmad Clinic in Glasgow, and today I have Shazia with me, who is our patient that has hyperpigmentation, and with me is Dr. Damri, who is the lead clinician for Virtue RF in the UK. The device that we're going to use to treat pigmentation, it's opened up new frontiers in the treatment and management of pigmentation. So prior to commencing, what we've done is a 3D quantifier scan to analysis the depth of the pigmentation. And over here in the scan, what we can do is you can see that Shazia has a lot of sort of brown markings, which is the signs of epidermal pigmentation. And if we look at the cheek area up here, we can see particularly so it's affecting the cheek area and also just under the eye area around here as well. And this is the epidermal pigmentation. This is the pigmentation in the top layer of the skin. What we're now going to see is where the pigmentation is in the deeper layers, which is in the dermal layer. And that is the crux of the treatment, because we really need to get to the dermal pigmentation to treat this to get a long-lasting and sustainable result. And if we actually look here on the scan, you can actually see here on the scan, she's got quite significant dermal pigmentation on the cheek area here. If we come into a frontal view, and also if we're looking up here, we see that she's got deep pigmentation around the forehead area here as well. One of the great things about the Virtue Dr. Damri is that from the technical team that came from Shenbi when they were discussing this, was that as the machine is going down, it is actually coagulating and destroying some of these melanocytes that are producing this excess pigment. So not only are we going to be lightening the effects of the pigmentation, but we're going to be treating the cause by killing some of these cells that are in hyperactivity. And that goes to the deeper levels, and we've got different settings on here which we can use to treat dermal pigmentation and then working up to treat epidermal pigmentation. So it's a great device, and I think it's really just changed the whole frontiers in how we manage pigmentation, because we're not only shifting it, but we're also able to control the process behind it. And I think combining with the use of exosomes, which we're going to use to try and modify and reverse the disease process. It's going to send out signals to these disease melanocytes to start behaving normally. We're actually talking about reversal of the disease process as well. So it's not just reduction, it's of the pigmentation, we are regulating its production and we are reversing the disease process. And taking all this into consideration, I have gone ahead and devised a 3R program here at our clinics, which looks at reducing, regulating and reversing pigmentation. We're going to demonstrate how the treatment works, and Dr. Damri has kindly agreed to do that for us today. Thank you, Dr. Damri. Over to yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Damri, and I'm the lead clinician for the UK and also some parts of Europe for the Virtue RF device. So I'm very proud that the Doctor Ahmad Clinic is the first clinic in Scotland to have the Virtue, and one of the pioneers of introducing this world-class technology. So what we are going to do today, earlier with the older generation of radiofrequency devices, we could not treat melasma and any form of pigmentation. It was making it worse. But with this technology, and along with the combination of very powerful exosomes, we will be able to not only treat this patient and alleviate her symptoms, but also, as Dr. Ahmed said, to reverse the progression of the disease and maintain her disease-free for a certain period of time, which is great because melasma is a very difficult and challenging condition. So I invite you all, for the patients, to come to the Dr. Ahmad Clinic and to be treated with this advanced combination treatment with Virtue, exosomes and some other skin lightening agents, and to have the thorough consultation so that you can have the best treatment.
Thank you, Dr. Damri.
So I will take you through the 3R program of the Dr. Ahmed signature treatment in combination with the Virtue. So just imagine we have 5 billion exosomes, 5 billion of particles, along with a high concentration of tranexamic acid, and we are applying this potent anti-inflammatory treatment onto the skin, onto the face. So we've brushed it on, and afterwards we were going to shoot with the Virtue. So once we brush it on, then we will progress to the second step. Okay. So now we have the very powerful Virtue RF world-class device, and as you can see, it has 36 gold-plated needles, and at the same time we're shooting also with blue light. And we will start to shoot from the base of the neck. And as you can appreciate, it is relatively painless for the patient, so you don't have to be scared of the treatment. And the patient can share with us on a score of 0 to 10, 0 being no pain and 10 the worst pain you've had. What is your pain threshold? How much pain you're in at the moment? How much? No pain. So this is amazing because as everyone says, Virtue is virtually pain-free.
So we've now completed the treatment on Shazia. As you can see, there's very minimal redness. Shazia, was it a comfortable treatment for you?
Yes.
It was. So shall we go and show you the results? Obviously the pigmentation treatment does take a bit of time, but while we were there, we thought we'd give you a little bit of skin tightening and a bit of refreshment as well, because we do that. Now, go and have a wee look in the mirror.
Nice.